No, I can't. It's too small.
Right, welcome back to Andertons TV, and as the title suggests, can you feel it? All right?
It's just so long.
I don't know how many videos we've done where there's been some marketing blurb from brands that it's all about the feel, right? Obviously sound is really super important, but feel, amps, digital, hybrid, solid state, can you feel it? So this is what we've decided to try and replicate in today's video. Is kind of one of everything. Cheap digital, expensive digital, hybrid, solid state, valve into a load box. So Pete is going to hear everything in this video through the same pair of Genelec 8040 speakers that we do everything in. All the reverb on all of these has been switched off, so he's hearing the same reverb from Logic on each of these devices. Now they will all sound a bit different, although we've tried to dial them in with a kind of a relatively sort of generic clean sound, but they will all sound a bit different. But that's not the point of this video. Right. The point of this video is it obvious? Can you feel when you're playing, say, a cheap digital pedal versus an expensive valve amplifier or whatever it is? Can you feel it? So,
if you say it again, please.
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it? That's what she said.
Yeah. And anyway, so please like and subscribe to this video if you enjoy this kind of content.
You remember to say it.
I totally remembered.
What the hell?
I'm using here, Pete is plugged into a Dane pedal that we will switch on and off as we go through. We're plugged into a gig rig. You can see along here, it switches the output of the gig rig depending on what I press, and then that routes into one of the things that we've got on the table here, and then everything goes into our interface and you hear what you hear. I've got a piece of paper here so I can write down the notes. But yes, as I said, Mr. Pete, it's not really about you trying to guess.
No, I get it.
What's what? Although, in fairness,
I could say it if I think what it is.
I tell you what, you could absolutely get. You could say, I think that's digital. I think that's valve. I think that's whatever. But whatever. So should we just go through it? Should we get into it? If you want to play along as well. Pop your blindfold on, you know, the one that you keep in your bedside cabinet.
Yeah, exactly.
Pop that on.
Or in your mum's, because I know she has one.
See what you think. We've got sort of 1 to 5 here, and you write down what you think, you know, each one is. And let's go. So are you ready, Mr. Pete?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to come in somewhere randomly, and you can say what you think of the first one.
I think it's really nice. I mean, it plays nice, it feels nice, it sounds good. It's the best one yet. I'm enjoying playing that.
Okay.
Whatever
now,
it is.
Those lovely little stabby things you were doing. That's is there a lag? Can you feel anything?
Can you feel it?
Can you feel it?
No, it's quite instantaneous. Instantaneous? Instant. Yeah. Instant. And there's no sort of what is it called? Noise gate or anything on it.
Yeah,
I mean, if that's digital, it's impressive.
What would you say for you? And this is what I love as well, because you've built up a opinion and a perception from playing loads of gear about what you like and what you don't like. And then as soon as the blindfold goes on, it's very challenging.
Yeah.
What do you believe are the telltale signs of a digital piece of kit?
For me, it's the reaction time. So it's the latency.
Yeah.
You know, when if I can go and I can hear the strings before the sound comes out, and that could be, I mean, it's down to 0.03 milliseconds now, so it's so little that if you walk back from an amplifier or a speaker, you know, that's what you kind of get. And then it's just an attack. It's the touch on it. So, and then if there's anything digital, sometimes there can be a noise gate on it. That even though there's not a noise gate on it, it feels sometimes, and it sounds sometimes like there is an
like
artificial.
As the sound decays, you get like artifacts of the
like pulling.
Okay.
So. And when and the pick sort of sliding over the strings, you know. And then it's note definition when you do chords, like, you know, if you do a big chord. Can you hear all the, is it definitionable?
So
I mean, and then I don't really know, because it could be anything these days.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I mean?
Look, do you want to go round once
Yeah, let's
without
go
your
round,
Dane
man.
pedal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there we are. We've said it's really nice, plays nice, sounds good. You're enjoying it. It's
I'm
quite
enjoying it. I
instant.
could play that. I could keep playing that.
Okay, let's try the next one.
Okay. It's almost like there's a bit more sort of grunt in this one. And then again, I'm hearing for the definition here. And there's something there that tells me, sorry, I've just had a couple of eggs. If I just burped in your direction, and I do apologize for that. On this one, there's kind of a low-end, undefinitionable thing there. But there's a warmth to it. But no lag at all. It's very... It's again instantaneous, and the reverb sounds good because that's a pure plate from Universal Audio.
There's the same reverb on everything. All right, so we've said
nice.
here it had
Again,
a bit more grunt, which it did have a bit more
little
grunt.
bit
But again, we won't. That's fine. These are not all trying to emulate the same amp.
No.
You said it's got a low end thing. It's got warmth. I'm not sure what the low end thing meant. As in,
It's just
a good thing or a bad thing, or
it's a little bit sort of. It's a little bit undefined in that low in the notes when you play certain chords. That it can't really. It's almost like it's trying to pick out the notes, but it doesn't know which one to do. You know, like an octave.
Would that lead you to think that meant it was a valve amp or a digital thing?
Or it could be. There could be some kind of involvement with digital. Or anything.
In all fairness, there is only one of these devices that has no digital in it, because even the valve amp that we're using is running into a load box that's then using a digital speaker emulation.
Right, of course.
So there's only... anyway, right, let's try the next one.
This is kind of my test this chord. It doesn't have the same kind of rumble, but it's got some kind of it. There's a little bit of it. That sort of do that diatonic sort of the tension in the two notes that are playing up against each other.
And would you say then that
this is much
a real
better.
amp that would react differently to digital if you have those kind of intervals, or not?
Well, see, I wouldn't say anything these days. I wouldn't put anything past anyone. These days, people say stuff. I could say anything, and people believe it as long as I say it many enough times.
Just play some of that more, the stabby. And
this is kind of bright as well. This amp or whatever it is. But it's on the money. I mean, none of them so far, and I think that is now a thing of the past, more or less. Is that the lag and the?
I'm quoting that. The Peter Honore 2026 lag is a thing of the past.
I said more or less. Put that in there. Don't misquote me, because I might end up on some list I shouldn't be on.
More or less. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Imagine that. I'm going to put that in an email this afternoon and then leak it. Right.
And then 20 years time, it's going to come back to haunt me. You said this.
Let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
Go.
See, this is very bright.
Would you like me to turn the brightness down a little bit?
It's almost like there's an unpleasant in the brightness.
I've turned the treble down a bit.
I know it's not a good thing to listen to, but it kind of works. Man, I'm effed if I know. It's
bizarre, isn't it?
It's so bizarre.
Looking at your fingers and hearing this, I feel this might be the snappiest one, but I don't know.
I think that's because of the top end. Yeah, but it's almost like it's got a direct. It's almost like there's not really. There's an IR on there, but it's not on fully. Does that make sense? It's almost like it's direct into this desk.
There's an IR, but not on fully. Like you're plugged into a desk almost.
Yeah, something. There's not a real speaker at the end of whatever amp or whatever it is with this.
Okay.
But it sounds good. I mean, they all sound good so far. I don't have a bad thing to say about any of them.
I mean, in fairness, we've dialed these in, I think, to be very generic.
Yeah,
We're not sort of
just
trying
a nice, clean sound.
Sort of fine it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try another one.
Yes. See, that's got more low end in it. It's almost like, it feels like it's a slightly bit more lack in this one, but man, I could be wrong. When I do that, I'm hearing this slightly, ever so slightly. You won't hear that out there because you're hearing what comes out of that. Go back to another one?
I'm going to go through them from start to finish in
I
the
just
same
want to do
order
this.
we did. Okay, here we go. So don't stop. I'll just switch. Keep going.
All the same.
Okay. So what, you mean they all feel the same?
They're slightly, man, it might just be me.
Wow. I mean, we've got here...
I don't feel like but they're all the same, that's good.
We've got a table of product here that goes everything from £100 up to over £2,000.
Yeah. I mean, I like this. Really this one I really like. This is the first one, right?
No, this is the last one.
Is this the last one?
Well, only because we just ran through them again. I'm going to put your Dane on.
Okay. So that could give it away, because when you put something organic into something digital.
Gain on this Dane pedal here is at number...
so sort of 10, 11?
Yeah, and then volume is halfway.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay, Here we go. So turn it down a little bit? I'll just turn the volume down a little bit. Okay, so this is the first one that you tried again now with Gain. This is a great test because, of course, if maybe that's what it takes. Maybe it takes an overdrive pedal to expose a characteristic.
I feel like there's no tubes in this. I don't feel that warmth, but man, I could be wrong. It sounds a bit brittle. From what I know,
all right.
What the Dane sounds like.
Should we
go
to the next one? So I'm doing this in the same order.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I remember from number 2. It reacts, but still has got that. But it seems to me like... Can you hear that? It sounds better with the overdrive. Much better. Yeah, there's something in that number 2.
Okay.
Whether it's a...
Let's try... let's try the next one.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, go on.
You want next one again? Do you want to comment on that? Like it less or more? Or?
I like it less. It's not really... I'll have Simon calling me out. You're going to beat me up afterwards.
I'm not beating you.
What is this, number 4?
This is the 4th one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like that at all. It's completely... It's not that I don't like it, but it's just different from the others because I have to cover my ass here, because what I say. But it just sounds weird. It's almost like it doesn't take overdrive pedals really well. Do you know what I mean? In my opinion, it sounds really nasally and not the sound that I personally... How does it feel? You're right. They all feel great, man. That's the whole thing. You know, it's really difficult. And I feel like I'm turning that way a lot. Am I turning that way?
You're looking at me more. So
okay.
Go away. That's it.
Go away.
Right, and then last
one. It feels good, yeah. I mean, I would say that was the amp, but I could be wrong.
Why?
Because it sounds more organic, and the feeling of them all is not the... I think once it sounds better to me, it feels better to me, if that makes sense.
That's an interesting...
So when I'm enjoying playing an amp or a sound or a pedal or guitar, if it sounds better, it actually makes the whole experience feel better at the same time. So, and I think this... also when the pedal is on now, right? So when I'm not playing it very hard, it just feels better.
I'm going to run from start to finish again with the pedal on, like we did before. So you just keep playing the same lick, and every few seconds I'll just change it.
That's the last one.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it also feels the best of all of them. Man, I hope I'm right.
No, it just makes me laugh because I think on the last one,
I know.
You went from going, I think I can feel the lag, to going, I don't think I can feel the lag, to they're all the same, to saying it's now the best one. So it's just...
But this is what I'm saying. You know, it's so difficult to tell once when you when you got a blindfold on, it's completely different, and then there's just you have to play things a little bit to kind of get familiar with them. And once you get familiar with stuff, then it changes, and you know it could be different with a different guitar. But I think all the first 4 ones are not the amp, because it feels to me like they didn't sound really well with the overdrive pedal in it. It just sounds sounds digital.
Interesting. Okay, so can we unblindfold now, Mr. Tay? We're now right, so we can unblindfold now. I'm just going to recap, and you guys can unblindfold as well watching. So I'm just going to recap here.
It's so bright, man.
The objective of this video right at the beginning was entirely, can you feel it? Because of course all 5 things are going to sound different here. Yeah. I've not even attempted to find 5 things that are the same. So just to go through it, a super affordable TC digital emulation of a Fender 65 Deluxe.
Right.
Which is all digital.
Yeah.
We've got the Royalist in its 1964 mode, which is a hybrid valve and digital emulation of an early Marshall, so again on a clean sound. We've got the Quad Cortex, the Mini Quad Cortex, using the stock Fender 65 Deluxe model, so not profile.
Not profile, okay.
With,
it's good looking
with a
machine,
matching 1x12 cab.
It's a good looking little thing.
We've got the Dumblifier, which is the all. So essentially, we're classing this as expensive digital. Then we're classing this as an all solid state solution. So both the amp and the speaker emulation is all solid state on that one. And there was an interesting observation you made about that. And then the final one is an all-valve amplifier, so Victory Duchess, which is their sort of American kind of clean-sounding thing, going into the sort of relatively industry standard, I suppose, Aux box, which is on its full load and using, what was the speaker? The pristine.
It was the deluxe one.
Deluxe 112.
Deluxe 112. That's the setting on that one.
So I tried to kind of match cabinet emulations to some degree or another. But anyway, so you want to know what you said?
Yeah.
And what do you think you said about which ones?
So you said about the feel. Actually, they on the clean sound they all feel the same. With the pedal in, they kind of feel different. But then that leads you to what you'd like to play more, like I said. Anyway.
Feel different, but not in a laggy way, just in an
there's no lag in
way.
it. It's just an interactive kind of feel way, and where you interact with the sound.
See,
and
I think that's really interesting, because we've spent years, particularly probably more so in the last year or two, pushing this idea that there's a feel difference. Yeah. And it's almost like, well, is there?
That's what I said. It's so minutely close. But as I say, if the sound is not good, then I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Why would I do a gig if there's something I don't like the sound of?
The very first one was the most affordable one.
Okay.
So you said it's really nice, it plays nice, it sounds good, I'm enjoying it, it's quite instant. And then we began to talk about, what would be the telltale signs of digital, so latency and a sense that you can hear the sort of degradation of the sound maybe as it sustains and decays and things like that. But we didn't really hear that on any of these things.
No, that's...
With Drive was very different. With Drives, you went, I don't think this has got tubes in it. I don't feel the warmth. It sounds brittle to me, which I agree. I think it did.
It can't. It's anything organic and digital in that way. På den måde, det virker bare overhovedet ikke. Altså, så skal man have en forstærker med nogle rør i, der bare varmer og skriger, ikke?
You're so right on that point. The next one along, if you were playing along, was the Royalist.
Right.
Now the Royalist has 3 12AX7s in it, but then that and also a very clever kind of 0-watt power amplifier, which uses one of the valves. But then it goes into some really high quality IRs and straight out into our desk. You said it's got a bit more grunt, which kind of it just
makes
does,
sense.
which but that's not really what we were looking for. And then you talked a lot about kind of like trying to. Can I hear that definition? You said the low end's a bit rumbly in here, but I don't think that's necessarily a digital versus analog versus valve thing. I think that's just the nature of that amplifier.
Yeah, I think you're right.
In the bottom end. No lag, you said.
That is good. They are good, those.
I don't know what. Do you know what? I've written down here some kind of digital thing. So you've obviously said something along those lines in that one.
I think I seem to remember saying this might be. Well, That it had something else than it was just completely digital, because it felt nice and warm, you know.
With the pedal, it reacted very differently to the first one, and you said it sounds much better with overdrive than the first one.
Yeah, which makes sense because it got.
Well, there's a common theme coming here, and hey, look.
All right.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Shoot me, man. I'll take it all.
Well, look, this is it. This is our little narrow. We could have tried this with different guitars, different pedals, different genres of music, whatever. Anyway, number 3 was our expensive digital contender.
Right.
So that's the Mini Quad Cortex. You mentioned again, it doesn't have the same kind of rumble on it as the Royalist, but of course we're using a different model, so of course it isn't. It was brighter, yes. You said it's on the money. And you said, this is quote of 2026, lag is a thing of the past. I mean, it's not a thing of the past.
No, it's not.
Because if you've got some older equipment, or you're maybe using a plug-in on a PC that can't handle it or whatever, lag is still a real thing, and it's an awful thing to play with. But I think what we're trying to prove is you don't have to have lag now. You can choose a solution, and it doesn't have to have lag.
And it's funny because if you go back, just before you go on to putting the pedal into that, where we did the video the other day, where we put a pedal into. Is it better or worse? Where we go like, it's not really worth. You just pick the pedal within the product, right? So go on. Sorry,
that's a good point. Pete's referencing a video where we tried a variety of boost pedals into the Quad Cortex, and actually I think we ended up generally saying you could get just as good a results.
Yeah, there's no
by
point
just
in
using the internal.
Probably even better. Anyway, go on.
And then you said with overdrive you liked it less. So at the moment you liked it most with that one.
I wonder why.
Number 4.
Oh, here we go.
Number 4 was the Dumblifier. So this is the all solid state product from the guys at DSM Humboldt, who that's what they do. They make a range of all solid state little diddy, amp modeling things. Can you use the word modeling if it's solid state? Whatever. It was very bright. That's my bad, because when we were setting up for sound check, Tay and I put the bright switch in because we thought it needed it. Yeah. And then when you said it was very bright, I switched the bright switch off. Yeah. And I think it then kind of was more, you preferred it without. You made a really interesting observation on this. You said it sounds more direct. It sounds like there's an IR, but like it's not fully on, like I'm plugged into a desk. And I think that's really interesting because, of course, that kind of...
Wow, I'm going deep in this.
With that product, that kind of is the feel.
Yeah.
Like you've got an analog speaker emulation. So it probably is more like playing that.
It's almost like it's like 60% IR mixed in with a direct signal.
There's no concept of an IR on this. It's just an EQ-based emulation.
Also, to be fair to this product, it's a very niche sounding thing. It does dumble that's what it does. And you don't, it's got everything you need to get a dumble sound in it.
On its clean setting with that sort of very flat EQ clean, I thought it sounded very much in the same sort of ballpark. As soon as you put overdrive on it, though, it was interesting. It went quite nasally. And you didn't like the sound
I didn't like that.
So that's I just think that's a question of saying
that's the wrong overdrive.
Is it the wrong overdrive? If you want to see a video of this again, I think you can probably go and see videos of anything here on the Andertons channel somewhere in the ether.
Really?
But anyway. And finally, we took the little all-valve amplifier here. So this is a 6L6. Is it 6L6 or the L34s? I should know, shouldn't I?
But look inside it.
Can you tell from that?
No, that's a LA30. They're big skinny.
Yeah, I think maybe they are. Anyway, whatever. It's a Duchess Mark II.
I prefer those.
You can go and look
actually
on the website as to what valves are in here. And then, of course, what we're doing is we're coming out of this into the aux, using it as a load box, and then using the speaker emulation from the aux. And you said about this, you said it has got more. No, this is brilliant. It's got more low end, and then you went, I think there's more lag in this one, which obviously Taylor and I are laughing at each other because it's I did say to Tay right at the beginning, as soon as you introduce the aux,
some digital,
maybe, you know, I don't think it's scientifically, physically possible to have lag from the amp.
Not from here to there, right?
But I think potentially it is possible to introduce some lag with a load box and a digital speaker emulator.
Yeah, anyway. And that makes sense because if you plug it in straight into a cabinet that's right here, then it's a completely different story.
So anyway, look, and then the more you played it, the more you just went, actually, I don't think it is. They're all the same. And then we did the quick run through, and then you went, no, there's no difference. And then basically with the overdrive, that was your favourite one, then you began to sort of say, I think this is the amp. I could be wrong, but it sounds more organic. And then I loved your statement at the end.
Oh God, man!
Well, just because I love this, like we talk about this feel thing, like it's completely in isolation to sound. Like we talk about. I think we've talked about something can sound good but feel bad, or feel good and sound bad.
Yeah.
But you're almost going, that's not, it can't be that. It's like, I either like the whole sound feel experience of it, or I don't.
It's so important.
Which I thought was an interesting...
It's important that it sounds good, so then you play better.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I play much better if I've got a good sound.
But I think what it absolutely categorically dispels is this idea that lag is obvious if you're in a digital product versus an analog or a valve.
Caveat, there are some digital products I have played recently, even now, more recently, that has got more lag than any of these.
Name and shame.
Yeah, Head Rush.
Well,
I mean, and we've told them that, and I'll happily say that.
Yeah.
They've got something they need to sort out with the inputs that there's just more lag than any of the other products. And that's me being completely honest with you playing all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's the only product.
Because that is
not the only product, but it's the one that you go, why you bring out a new product and you haven't sorted that bit out?
I should say as well, this is that was an observation that we made from a video. So whether there's a new firmware update for that or will be, I don't know. But you're right. You're right. That is.
But this is what I use at home as well when I do. I've got an aux box and and then I've got cabs, and I prefer the cabs even over the aux box because it's in the room. You know?
Well, look, do you want to?
No,
I mean,
you play it. And you see if you can feel.
I know what they are now, but
but it doesn't matter. I mean, you don't have to be blindfolded. You can just see what you kind of.
I thought interestingly.
This is good, man. For the money, it's good.
Isn't
but
it?
As soon as you introduce this, it's just like meh, you know.
We should also say as well, of course, there could be lag in your setup, nothing to do with the digital thing. It could be lag from your interface, could be lag from your the way you've wired up your speaker case.
It's all your fault.
Now, again, I don't know if this is psychosomatic because I can see it, but I feel like the one with the valves has got a slightly more natural compression to it.
Yeah.
Like the all digital one is like.
I think you can see. Yeah, but that's the whole. That's instantaneous. Instantaneous with the digital.
That one and that one have got.
Yeah. It's something natural, which is what have these two got that these three don't have? The end.
Old man things.
Anyway, things
right,
that glows.
That's it. Just full. Yeah. Let's just go and make ourselves extinct by dying in a huge volcanic eruption that wipes
That's how
us
I want to go.
600
while I'm
million
playing
years
a
ago,
tube amp like this, just falling into it.
What do you think? Comment below. See you later. Au revoir.